What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do a full face of Westman Atelier. This is the third time I'm filming this. The first time I filmed this, I lost my audio footage and I looked cute that day, guys. Seriously, here's a little clip or here's a little photo of it. And I'm really upset about it because it was a long video. The second time I filmed this, I was filming this in a hurry, but the amount of times I got interrupted by either my dog or my baby or just the mail, editing that footage was crazy to me. So this is the third time's a charm. So let's get into the video. So what I'm going to be doing differently this time around is I'm going to split the screen right now. So I'm going to start by doing a speed run of all the products, and on the other side you're going to find all the information necessary. Now you can pause the video if you want to read more about the description of the product or the ingredients of the product, or you just want to see the swatches for a bit longer, but it's going to be a speed run. Now after the speed run, I'm going to rank all the products for you, and I'm going to talk about the products and how I tend to use them and how I feel about them. The reason I have a full face of Westman Atelier is because I do like the products, but not all the products are worth the money. And since there's currently that new gift set thing going on for the holidays, it might be good for you to see some of these products in action to see if you want to invest in some of the gift sets. And I also want to give my own opinion on which gift sets are worth it and which ones I would pass on. By the way, for those of you in America, you can get Westman Atelier at Sephora. My affiliate links are down below, so if you like any of their products, please use one of my affiliate links. It helps out my channel so much, and it doesn't actually change the pricing for you. The only way it works is you get directed to Sephora, to the Sephora website, to the products, and I get a little bit of commission. It doesn't affect you at all, so please use my affiliate links. For everybody else out there, Cult Beauty is a supplier of Westman Atelier. I also put the affiliate links down below. All the pricing that you see in euros. However, the dollar pricing I will put down below as well in the description box. So I think I got all the information out of the way that I wanted to say. Let's just get into the quick tutorial, and then I'll get into the product rankings. All right, so that's the entire demo done. What do you guys think? This is again natural lighting. The sun is hitting me from this side, so that does mean that it looks a little bit stronger on this side than on this side. Before I start the ranking, let me talk to you about two products that I don't own of the entire line. One is the lit up highlighting sticks. I am interested in those. You can use it as a primer or as a traditional highlighter. The reason I didn't get one of these yet is because every time I invest in a highlighter stick, I end up throwing it away because I don't use them. I never gravitate towards a highlighting stick. Now, I like Westman Atelier and hasn't let me down just yet. So I am interested in trying it out, but I do hear it's a gel-like formula and I'm not really sure if it's for me. So with that said, I do know that Sephora and on their own website, so the Westman Atelier website, there's a mini trio set. And I would definitely recommend to get the mini trio set if you're interested in getting multiple products. I think that's such a good investment, and it does contain a highlighting stick. I think if you take the fairer one, it takes the fairest highlighting stick, which is the one in lit, and that's sort of an iridescent shade. And if you take the more darker toned set, you get the shade in Nectar, which is a peach shade, and it looks beautiful. I'm most interested in Nectar. The second product that I don't own is a mascara for 52 euros. I think the mascara is way too expensive. You won't use the mascara for more than 6 months, at least that's what you're supposed to do. After 6 months, you do need to get a new mascara because, you know, you're working with your eyes and bacteria and whatnot. And I find 52 euros just too much. I also saw some reviews of it and they weren't great. So I don't think I'll ever invest in the mascara. So I use the Victoria Beckham Beauty Mascara, which is about half the price and still cruelty-free, clean, luxury. So those are the only two things that I'm missing from the line. So let's get into the ranking. On number 8, I have the Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm. I have the shade in Nana, which is a cool beige. And honestly, if you're my foundation shade, which is Atelier 3 to Atelier 5, this is kind of like a concealer lip gloss color. So first off, and that's totally my mistake, but if you're my skin color, try to get a shade that's a little bit deeper. So Pipsqueak, Garçon, those are better shades maybe for you, unless you like the foundation concealer lip look. That also means that they're quite pigmented, so that's really good. It comes in a twisty tube, and it does have luxury packaging. It does have a little thing on the side where you can tell how much product you have left. It does have an interesting doe foot, which is one of these kind of like thicker on the side doe foots. I don't know if you can tell. What I don't like about the packaging is that this lid is so small, so your control is a little bit like compromised. And that's kind of nitpicking, but for 40 euros, I think you can nitpick. I find this to be quite expensive, which is why it has last place. It's 40 euros, and to be honest, there are better formulas out there, or not necessarily better, but the same type of formulas out there that are cheaper. It's a good formula. I'm not gonna say anything bad about it because it is very good. It's not long wearing, but these type of formulas never are, and wears about one meal, or after a few hours you do need to reapply. Nevertheless, I will finish this or try to finish this as much as possible. Then on number 7, I have the Eyepods. I have two, so I have Le Jour, which is the day set, and I have the newer one, which is the Rendez-Vous set. There's also the Le Nuit set, which is the night set. And the reason why there are number 7, so second to last place, is not because I don't like them. If I didn't like them, I wouldn't have 2 of these sets. I love the packaging. Let's first talk about that. The components are these little, exactly what, you know, how it's described. They're little iPods. You can click them open and your color will be there. All of them have kind of a satin finish. And I think that Biscuit has some glitter particles in it because my face is a little bit more glittery than normal. So this is the 3rd time of me using them, and I don't know if you can tell, but I've hit pan on Bonne Chance, which is the green shade, and Frappe. So they're really expensive. They're 92 euros, and as you can tell, I can't believe I hit pan on them already. I think they're innovative. I think it's an innovative design and an innovative formula. It's sort of a clay-like texture, often described as Play-Doh. I think it's a bit of a hard nougat. And when you get them, there's an embossing on them. I'll put a picture somewhere, you need to push through the embossing before you can actually reach the pigment. The reason they're on number 7 is because some pods perform better on me than others, and some pods are really my favorite, or one of my favorites, one and dones. Usually you can only buy them in curated sets of 3, but I did see that on the gift sets you can buy 2 iPods just singular, and I would totally recommend that if you were interested in getting one of the iPods. I think the iPods that you can get are Tabac and Champagne, or Champagne. And Tabac is a beautiful color, guys. It's just one of those colors that I'll definitely reach for on a weekly basis just to put all over my eyes. They do crease, so you have to put an eye primer on. I forgot to do that this time around. Then they crease just like they are in the pods, which is kind of like a clay crease. So you really see a harsh line on your eyelids, and they can crease quite fast when it comes to warmer weather. I have to put on an eye primer for every single eyeshadow, so I can't believe I forgot it this time around, but I have really hooded lids and they're quite oily, so it doesn't bother me that I have to put on an eye primer because I have to do it for every single shadow that I use. If that's something that is kind of putting you off, then maybe this is not for you. The last thing I don't like about this is the iPods are quite small. So if you want to use your finger, which is for me the best way to apply these, and you have nails, you can't. So Westman Atelier has a lot of brushes, and they have 2 eye brushes. They're incredibly expensive. So I would totally recommend to just use your own brushes. The brush I was using and that I really enjoy is the Rare Beauty eyeshadow brush. It kind of applies like my finger. And that's a much cheaper alternative and something that I can recommend. Would I invest in these iPods again? Honestly, not all shades I would invest in again. If they do come out with these singular pods, I would definitely buy Tabac again. And I would definitely recommend just to get Tabac on its own during this holiday season. But I do really like the look, and that green shade in the Rendez-Vous set, it's really pigmented, and I love to see it all over my lids. I don't think that that's a bad color at all. So if that one comes out as a singular, I would recommend it as well. On number 6, I have put the Lip Suede. Now, there are 2 lip suedes in the normal collection right now. There's the Le Nude and the Rouge. I, of course, got the Le Rouge, which is the red packaging, and they're all types of reds. The Le Nudes is, of course, the nude colors. The nude colors I hear are more balmy. These are incredibly pigmented, and they are a matte finish. I love this compact. So most of Westman Atelier products come in either a compact or a cylindrical magnetic tube, and the compact really got to me. Also, this whole idea of innovating your own lip color, I really love it, but I do stick with the lip colors as is. You do need a retractable lip brush. Of course, you can go in with your finger, but they're incredibly pigmented and they do stain. So you need a retractable lip brush, and I don't have one, which makes this kind of like annoying for use. You can use this on your lips, and you can use it on your cheeks. I've seen people use it on their cheeks, and it looks lovely. I would actually recommend this product. I think it's amazing. I think it's something lovely to have in your collection, and I saw that there's a limited edition one in burgundy shades, which I really wanted. Like, my finger was on the buy button, but it's currently only available on the Westman Atelier website, which is in America, and I am in Europe. So the VIT that I have to pay to get that product in-house, it kind of doubles the price. So I'm sorry, I won't pay 200 euros for the set. The set looks lovely, and if it's available in the Netherlands, I would definitely want to get it. I definitely want to get the Le Nudes one as well. So it being on number 6 is not because I don't recommend this product and I don't love this product. It's on number 6 because it is kind of clumsy in use, and it's a matte formula, which is not my favorite formula out there. I like more creamy formulas. I'm currently wearing the Dusty Rose shade, but there are 4 shades, of course, and you can just mix and match them. It has great staying power. It doesn't have a compact that is refillable, but I know that they're working on refillable packaging, and I hope this one will be a little bit cheaper once it's in a refillable form. On number 5, I have put the Butter Powder Bronzer in Coup de Soleil. Wow, that's a mouthful. And let's first start with the packaging. It also comes in a nice compact, but this one is quite hard to open because it's so smooth on the side. It's kind of that aluminum feel. It's heavy, just like the other one, but I feel this one is heavier. but they are stunning together, like on your vanity. I don't know if you're a packaging whore like I am, but I love this. I love the fact that the embossing of the logo is on there. It's just one of my most beautiful products that I have, and I put a photo on Instagram of this product just because it kind of just needs a little bit of loving. I put it on number 5 because one, it's quite expensive. It's 80 euros. It is a matte finish, and I think the shade is a terracotta coffee shade, and it's beautiful on me. Honestly, I do like the formula. I hear some people got hard pan on it, so I am a little bit afraid of hard pan just because it's so pricey. Mine hasn't gotten hard pan yet, and I personally think it looks beautiful on me. I think this color is beautiful. There are only 2 shades, unfortunately. I think she started with 1, so I can only imagine that she'll come out with a little bit more shades in the future. I put this on number 5 because the other products that I'm about to mention are just, you know, out of the park amazing, but I definitely recommend this product, even though it's quite pricey. Again, it's not a refillable packaging, and I hope that it comes in your shade. So if you're really dark, this won't work for you, and I don't think that the Soleil Reach, which is the darker one of the 2, will work for you either. So what else can I say about this? It is what it is. It's not my favorite bronzer, but it's one of my favorite bronzers out there. The Beauty Butter Bronzer has a shelf life of 24 months, which is nice. It's the only powder product that they own, so I did really want to try out the powder products. Next, I want to talk about the Vital Skin Foundation Sticks. Gucci Westman recommends you to get 2 shades, and I got shade Atelier 3 and Atelier 5. They have a shelf life of 18 months, so that's pretty good. And they have about a net weight of 9 grams or 0.31 ounces. Number 4, it's an amazing foundation. I'm not a foundation user, which is why it's not ranked higher on the list, at least not on a daily basis. But when I wear foundation, I do gravitate towards these. I have 2 shades because yes, it does mimic the skin really well, but during the summertime I'm more into Atelier 5, and during colder months I'm more into Atelier 3. I didn't really leave the house during my pregnancy. I have a 1-month-old baby, so Atelier 3 is a perfect match for me right now. So if you're kind of my skin tone, maybe you can look into Atelier 3. They do have a clean beauty concierge system on their website where you can just send a photo of yourself and a beauty concierge will shade match you. You can also book an appointment with them to just get overall beauty advice. You don't need to have any of the Westman Atelier products. I think it takes 15 days to get one of their consultants to talk to you, and you can just basically get a makeup class from them. It's free, it's unlimited, and I would definitely recommend to do that. I didn't do it. I shade matched myself. But that's just because I'm stubborn and I just want to try everything myself. What else can I say about this? I think there are 21 shades, and she is adding more shades, I think, on a yearly basis. So if you don't find your shade right now, maybe you'll find your shade later on. There are skincare benefits to this and every other product in the line. I don't use this as a skincare item at all, so I don't really look at that. For me, it wears about 6 to 8 hours, but I do need to set it, and Gucci Westman doesn't have, or Westman Atelier doesn't have a setting powder yet. On number 2 and number 3, kind of simultaneously, I've put the Baby Cheeks Blush and the Face Trace Contour Stick. I think maybe the Face Trace Contour Stick will be in number 3, just because there are only 2 shades, but the formula is amazing. It wears well with all my other makeup. It's a good color on me. It's probably the best contour stick that I have ever tried because, yeah, getting a good contour color is really hard to do, and I feel Westman Atelier and Gucci Westman really nailed it when it comes to this contour color. So the Baby Cheeks Blush will take number 2, just because I feel like with 6 shades, it's a little bit more universal, and I can recommend it to more skin colors and skin types. It's really an amazing formula. I would definitely recommend it if you're into cream contour and cream blushes. You can put it over powders, you can put it under powders. Same goes for the Butter Bronzer. You can put it over powders, under powders, over liquids, under liquids. They really nailed their complexion products when it comes to Westman Atelier. I can't rave about it enough. So I have the shade Chouchette when it comes to the Baby Cheeks Blush. I am interested in the Petal shade. So again, if you see the trio on the website, the lighter one, so the lighter set, it does have the shade Petal. They're dewy, but they're not shimmery. I think there's one shimmery shade out there, but for me, they're just matte. They work great on me. I think my complexion looks great right now. I feel great. The last thing that I want to say about the Baby Cheeks blush is you can also wear this on the lips and the lids. I've only worn it on the lips. I currently put it in the middle of my lips on top of my lip suede. It's not as matte as the lip suede and it does wear well. I just think the Chouchette is not a good color for me on the lips, but perfect for me on the cheeks. It doesn't bring out my rosacea colors because it's a bit peachy. So number one, I think this is like everybody's number one, is the Superloaded Tinted Highlight. And I can't rave about this enough. I got the shade Peau de Peche, Peau de Peche. I got the shade Peau de Peche. So I got the shade Peau de Peche. It's an 18-month shelf life, just like the other complexion products. And this is just amazing. The reason this is amazing is it's sort of a blush, bronzer, and highlight in one, and I use it as such. Like I can also just use it on bare skin. I use it on my eyelids. It's amazing on top of frappe or chocolat. So it's the only product that has a fragrance to it. It's a natural fragrance and it's kind of nutty. I don't really mind it. Got an Allure award for this year and there's a reason for it, and that's just because this is to me one of a kind. If you want to invest in anything of Westman Atelier, I would definitely recommend to get the Superloaded Tinted Highlight. I know there's a trio set out there right now. If I didn't have this, I would really want to invest in the trio. I don't think you can go wrong with getting all three colors. There's Peau de Rosé, which is a rose tone or pink tone color, and it has a little bit more shimmer, I hear. And Peau de Soleil, which is a darker color, and I think it's more of a brown gold shade, but you can use that as a bronzer as well. They make these shades so that every skin color could actually use them. However, I will say that I think that Peau de Rosé will be best on fairer skin tone. I have Peau de Peche, which is I think the most versatile shade. So whatever skin color you have, I don't think you can go wrong with Peau de Peche. And I think that Peau de Soleil is more for darker skin tones. But I've seen Peau de Soleil used on really fair skin and I still loved it. Honestly, if you're looking for anything Westman Atelier and you're not sure where to start, this is where to start. So guys, that is my ranking all done. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked the look and I hope I got all the information out there for you. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more luxury beauty. I focus on luxury and cruelty-free beauty, not necessarily clean, but I do like that some of these brands dabble into clean and what clean means to them because it's not been defined yet by the beauty space. And for Westman Atelier, it means that they really look at the product and make sure that all the products and the ingredients are vetted by European standards. Now, no shade to American standards or United States standards, but the European standards are a bit more hardcore than the American ones right now. If you want to see more in Westman Atelier, please make sure to like this video or comment down below what you want to see. Part of me actually wants to rank the individual Eyepods to see which ones are worth the investments and which ones are not. I have a feeling that they're going to be singles at some point in time. So if you're wanting to see that, please let me know. I'm going to end the video here because I do hear my baby crying. Thank you again so much for watching, and yeah, have a really amazing day, guys. Bye.